Ms. Sharman, allow me to express my pleasure meeting with you today and welcoming you to the United Arab Emirates. It's a pleasure for us. You're welcome. It's a pleasure for us and for the TFG Global Solutions having you here. A lot of audience, Arabic audience especially, are waiting for this, to hear from you directly. We've been speaking a lot about the values of Antigua and Barbuda and the importance of being an Antigua and Barbudan citizen. And having you here is a big opportunity for us to let the people hear from your end we will start speaking about the fundamental values and advantages, competitive points of having an Antigua and Barbuda citizenship program.
Okay, thank you. I'm really happy to help you clarify for your audience the value of the Antigua and Barbuda citizenship.
My pleasure.
You know, it's difficult to choose where to begin to speak about the benefits of Antigua and Barbuda. Being an Antiguan and Barbudan myself, it's with great pride that I speak about my country of birth. What I could tell you from the industry is that the feedback from our program is that it is a family program. Persons find that it has the best value proposition for larger families. And so we're seeing family sizes of 4, 6. We've actually even seen as many as 11 persons in a family being attracted to our program. And this mainly is because we have the most expansive definition of dependence. So it increases the number of persons who can be included in your application.
Exactly.
So the applicant, the applicant's spouse, the applicant's parents and grandparents, his or her spouse's parents and grandparents, so the applicant's in-laws, siblings of that applicant as long as they're unmarried, as well as siblings of his or her spouse, dependent adult children, their spouses, their children. So you can see how it's easy for the size of the application to grow. And that has earned us the what should I say? The nickname of being the family program. Antigua is also one of the most modern Caribbean countries that you'll experience. The amenities, the goods, the lifestyle on Antigua and Barbuda is very akin to what you'll experience in a first world country. In terms of healthcare, we have performed many kidney transplants. We also have treated people for cancer.
Wow.
So you have chemotherapy and other cancer treatment services available on Antigua and Barbuda. In terms of education, we have many tertiary institutions on Antigua and Barbuda. So we have international medical universities, and we're proud to host the 4th landed campus of the University of the West Indies. Antigua is a travel hub. So based on our own geographical location in the middle of the Caribbean chain of islands, we have daily international flights to and from the United States, to and from Europe, to and from Canada.
Directly to Antigua.
Directly to Antigua. So what you find is that most persons, if they want to go to the other neighboring countries in the Caribbean, they would come to Antigua because of the direct flight, and then take a secondary trip, either by boat or by plane, to the neighboring countries.
Speaking about motivation, to motivate people, a lot of investors, they ask me, Ashraf, we want to stay in Antigua. Or for example, what are the motivated economy key points there that can encourage me to live and stay there? What you can just...
Well, let me tell you. Most persons who apply to the program and become citizens and are required to come and spend the 5 days in Antigua, a lot of them end up actually relocating to Antigua.
Living in Antigua.
Yes.
Wow.
purchasing property in Antigua, as well as establishing businesses in Antigua, because we have the enabling infrastructure and that's needed to support businesses
and investors.
That's right, and investors. We're very investor friendly. We have an agency called the Antigua and Barbuda Investment Authority that really assists business owners, entrepreneurs, to obtain very attractive concessions to establish their business in Antigua and Barbuda.
The ways that people that they are the channels of getting this Antiguan passport or citizenship are the donation and the investment. Mainly.
Yes.
So people can donate and people can purchase a property.
Yes, they can also invest in a business or establish a new business.
And they can establish a business and get a citizenship.
Yes, that's correct.
That's a great option that I think only Antigua could provide.
That's right.
As well for the projects of the real estate option, it's a freehold opportunities for people that it's not a share apartment or it's like
No, we actually have a mix.
You have a mix.
So you can own the property freehold, or you can purchase shares in a property. A lot of persons who apply under the real estate, they enter into management services agreement, so that almost like a timeshare, where you have a specific designated time that you can come and utilize your property, and for the remaining portion of the year you can use it to generate income, and you will sign a management agreement with the company, and they will rent your unit and maintain your unit for you. And what I wanted to point out to you is that based on, again, our geographical location and the fact that we are on a hurricane belt, we have very high standards and strict building codes. So you're getting excellent value for your money. Additionally, we have decades of experience with being a service economy. So we are accustomed to looking after high-end tourists, and so our brand is a luxury brand.
Yes.
It also bears out in the real estate development available on Antigua and Barbuda. It's always very good quality, very high-end, and really good value for.
I've seen
yes
a lot of projects.
Yes.
When we deliver the happiness of our clients, receiving their homes and the projects that they've been promised to, same as they've been promised. And the delivery also was very good from the end, and we have seen this.
Yeah, it's really important to us that you get what we advertise.
Exactly.
So if we say you're getting this type of quality, when you come, you'll be more than satisfied.
That's amazing. The last point, I won't take much from your time. I'm enjoying this meeting. A lot of people, they have fear of being rejected when they apply. What if I applied and XYZ happened? And so mainly when I have a consultation session with any of the people who are interested in the Antigua passport, they start to ask about what if we get rejected. So can we clarify how people can get rejected if they apply, and who are those people, or the main fundamental, let's say, rejection that can reach to a rejection?
Well, the legislation is very clear as to how an individual gets rejected. What I could share with you is that if you encourage the applicants to be very honest and open on their application, and ensure, I know that many clients utilize services of companies to complete their application forms, and while I do not advise against, what I would say, that they should really scrutinize what has been included on the form, because these are actually sworn declarations, because the applicants are required to sign the form. So by signing the form, you're saying that you agree with what has been represented there. What we have found, persons who complete the forms accurately and provide all of the relevant supporting documentation. So if you say that you reside in a particular place, then ensure that you provide the supporting documentation for that residence. We find that once you provide all of the documentation, it's very easy to review your application. It's easy for you to get a decision. We have a lot of challenges with the source of wealth. So persons tend to try to give very minimum information about their source of wealth, as well as their source of income, and perhaps they'll make certain declarations and then not support it with the documentation. What that does is delays your application, because we have to request that additional information. In terms of rejection, the legislation indicates that if you have been rejected a visa from a country with which we have visa-free access, then you're automatically ineligible.
Apply ineligible. Already, you're ineligible to apply.
Yes.
We wanted him as a company to apply if he has any UK original.
But in some cases, people don't declare.
Exactly, that's possible.
But during the due diligence process, it is uncovered, because our due diligence process is extremely robust. So even if you do not declare, we will find out. And that brings me to another point on which a file can be rejected if you provided false or incomplete information. So hence the reason I started out by saying encourage your clients to be truthful and provide all of the information. Yes. Honesty is always the best policy.
To avoid any. And even we noticed that you give a space of clarification for the people.
Yes, that's right.
That's our thing. Only in Antigua and Barbuda could be happen that we have a space for the clients to prove.
That's correct.
Some certain points.
That's correct.
And you give time interval for it, and they can prove it back, and then it's back and forth until they reach to fulfill the criteria of applying for that.
That's right, and that's why I said that we do recognize that in some cases it's not the applicant, him or herself, who's actually completing the form, and so sometimes things get lost in translation. So when we find that there is inconsistency, we give the client an opportunity to provide the clarity as well as supporting documentation.
From where are the citizens who are the most taking Antigua and Barbuda passport?
We're seeing that there's significant interest in the Middle East and from Africa. Again, we feel it's because people see us as the family program, and in the Middle East and in Africa, it's cultural for them to have larger families. So they gravitate to Antigua and Barbuda.
Thank you so much.